Today's episode is brought to you by the 2010 Glazer Kennedy Marketing and Money Making Super Conference. On our very first inaugural episode in this brand new studio that we just built just for you guys, we're going to go over Who the Heck Am I, Bill Glazer, my most popular award-winning sales letter, which has made me well over $1 million and many others the same, and an answer to a Glazer Kennedy member marketing question. Welcome to No B.S. Live, the place for prosperity without the bull. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. I started out in the retail business at a company called Gage Menswear, which was a family-owned business. And I was in that business for too many years, well over 2 decades, before I was invited to go to a success tour with really top-notch guys like Zig Ziglar and Tommy Hopkins and Barbara Bush, who was George W. Bush, the original one's wife, who was really a sharp lady. And I went there, and as I was going there, at the very end of the day, they announced that there would be this marketing guru that if you wanted to stay an extra session in order to listen to him rather than all 10,000 people fighting the parking lot to get out at the same time, you could stay and listen to him. And I said to my buddy, Mark, that I was with, I said, hey, Mark, let's stay, because I've always been interested in marketing, but I've never quite found anything that would work in my own menswear business. I'd like to hear what this guy has to say. And I got to tell you that when you look back, all of us can do this. We look back on times in our lives when things were a momentous moment. This was one of my momentous moments, because the guy I stayed to listen to and hear was Dan Kennedy, our very own Dan Kennedy. And for the very first time, after 2 decades of searching for somebody who had the real answers to marketing, I heard a guy that had the real skills and systems in place. I invested in his magnetic marketing system right away and started reading the manual on my way home from, then I was in Philadelphia on the train ride home to Baltimore, where I live. And that made like a whole difference in my life. 2 years later, I had the good fortune to have lunch with Dan, showed him all the marketing that I implemented in my menswear stores. But that time, my stores were enjoying well over double-digit growth each and every year for those 2 years. And Dan introduced me to information marketing and told me to go ahead and start teaching my marketing skills for then my niche to everybody else in my niche. And that's how I get started back in 2008, first teaching just menswear retailers. And now, as you know today at Glazer Kennedy, we provide marketing and money-making advice to every niche that there possibly can be. Made quite a few accomplishments over the years. One of them that I enjoy talking about is that in 2002, I won the prestigious RAC Award, which is the highest award that you can win in retail marketing, and that's sort of like the Emmys are to movies or the Oscars to TV. I think I got that reversed. I think it's the Oscars are to movies and the Emmys are to TVs. As you can tell, I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. But I won that big award, and I was really proud of it. And when I won that award, I won it by doing with a specific type of a submittal that I presented. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. But it's also the intro into what I have found is really the secret sauce in marketing, which is to use what I call outrageous direct response marketing. Now, when I say that, it's really important that you understand what I mean by that. I'm not just saying that you've got to be outrageous in your advertising, much like the Super Bowl ads are, where they are outrageous and everybody looks forward to watching them. But you have to, as a small business owner, you have to not only be outrageous to cut through the clutter, but you have to use outrageous marketing principles together with that in order to get an outrageous amount of response. So I'm going to show you that in just a second. But before I do, I'm going to tell you one of the last things about the big advantages of outrageous advertising. and that is this, that as business owners, we all always have stress in our lives. We have to run businesses, even if we're not a business owner, but we work in a business with usually Glazer County members have top level positions in a company. If they're not owning the company, they always have stress in their lives. And here's the secret sauce for you, if you want to learn how to actually overcome that stress, which is use the kind of marketing that I'm going to be teaching you over these next couple episodes, which is outrageous advertising, because here's the thing, it is fun to do. So why not overcome your stress by implementing outrageous marketing advertising in your business to get new customers, new clients, new patients, if you would, and also make a whole lot more money. So we're going to show you over these next couple episodes how to have fun in your business. And by the way, this 5-page handwritten sales letter is right available in my new book, Outrageous Advertising, wherever that book is, somewhere. Here it is, Outrageous Advertising That's Outrageously Successful. See, I told you we built you a really cool set here so you could see everything that we're doing. So, hope you enjoy that. Today's show is brought to you by the 2010 Glazer County Marketing and Money Making Super Conference. Just go to the link on the screen that's below to find out how you can attend the event, or you can find out all the details that you want about the Super Conference so that you can decide if this is right for you. But let me just tell you that one of the unusual things about this year's Super Conference is we surveyed all of our over 20,000 Glazer County members, and 3,500 of them responded to the survey and told us what do they want at the Super Conference. And overwhelmingly what they said they wanted was more money-making teachings from Dan and Bill. And this year's Super Conference is built on that principle that there's going to be extended sessions where Dan and I are going to be teaching people there how to apply Glazer County marketing in their business, regardless of what business that they're in. Plus, we have a really great super celebrity speaker that's coming. That's Miss Joan Rivers, the winner of the 2009 Celebrity Apprentice, and she really is not only a great celebrity, not only hilariously funny, but a great entrepreneur and businesswoman that will be able to teach you great lessons. So again, if you want to find out about the Super Conference, I'd love to meet you there. Go to the link below and check it out.